On its last day, the second Indonesia-Africa Forum 2024 yields African energy investment worth $1.5 billion. Joining us live from Nusa Dua, Bali, TVRI World reporter Shafira Junior is with us. Go ahead, Shafira.
Hey Siska, still from Nusa Dua, Bali on the last day of the second Indonesia-Africa Forum 2024 in conjunction with High-Level Forum on Multi-Stakeholder Partnerships. Siska, we have some updates for you. We'll start with the first one, where President of the Republic of Indonesia, Joko Widodo, held a bilateral meeting with the President of Liberia, Joseph Numa Boakai. The meeting, held on the sidelines of the High-Level Forum on Multi-Stakeholder Partnerships and the second Indonesia-Africa Forum, marked an important moment in strengthening the bilateral relations between the two countries, which have lasted for nearly 6 decades. During the meeting, President Joko Widodo expressed his appreciation for President Boakai's attendance and emphasized the bilateral relationship between the two countries, which has been strong for almost 60 years. President Joko Widodo highlighted 3 key sectors for cooperation that could be strengthened between Indonesia and Liberia. One of these sectors is palm oil, which faces various challenges, from negative campaigns in the Western world to the discriminatory policies of the European Union deforestation regulation. The next area of cooperation is infrastructure. President Joko Widodo mentioned that Indonesia has many companies with extensive experience in infrastructure development which are ready to collaborate with Liberia. President Joko Widodo also expressed Indonesia's readiness to strengthen development cooperation with Liberia through various programs tailored to Liberia's needs. These include technical support, scholarship, and vocational training. The bilateral meeting is expected to further strengthen the relationship between the two countries and open up new opportunities for mutually beneficial cooperation. Particularly in the strategic areas discussed, both leaders also reaffirmed their commitment to continued cooperation for mutual progress in the future.
Welcome to Indonesia.
We still have more updates for you. At the second Indonesia-Africa Forum 2024, Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy Sandiaga Uno said at the press conference held on Tuesday that he sees tremendous opportunity in relations to future cooperation in tourism sector between Indonesia and Africa.
Ardi, the time is yours.
Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy Sandiaga Salahuddin Uno said he sees the opportunity in tourism sector between Indonesia and Africa. He mentioned that the green tourism can be one of the subsectors that can benefit both Indonesia and Africa. Here's more from Sandiaga Uno.
Thank you, TVRI World. We see tremendous opportunity in relations to future cooperations within the sector of tourism and creative economy. The subsectors that we see will benefit is the hotel occupancy rate. As we saw from the data that travelers from Africa do stay longer and they spend more into the local economy. We believe that the low-hanging fruits would be to bring more tourists from Africa countries to Indonesia. Secondly is the export of our creative economy, not only products, but also services, because the continent of Africa is growing very rapidly. There are a lot of opportunities in trades, investments, also the cooperations on green economy. We believe that the green tourism could be something that the two sides can benefit. And finally, we saw a great potentials on Indonesians' creative economy products and services like spa. There are companies who are already operating in African continents. Also, we see on the hospitality management, maybe design, fashion. African and Indonesian fashions are pretty similar, but I think we have not really tapped the potential to the max. So I'm really excited, and I think this is a great opening of the next 20, 30 years worth of collaborations, whereby it will benefit both the continent of Africa and Indonesia.
The second Indonesia-Africa Forum 2024, held in Nusa Dua, Bali from September 1st to 3rd, is a momentum for both Indonesia and Africa to strengthen diplomatic relations and cooperation in various sectors such as tourism.
Pariwisata dan ekonomi kreatif Republik Indonesia.
And on the last day of Indonesia-Africa Forum 2024, Indonesia successfully reached an investment agreement in the energy sector with a total investment value of $1.5 billion. This was conveyed by the Director of Africa, Directorate General of Asia, Pacific and Africa, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Dewi Justisia Mediawati on Tuesday. This is certainly a promising achievement from the target of the Indonesia-Africa Forum 2024 deliverables agreement, which is worth a total of $3.5 billion. The Director of Africa explained that several agreements were reached, including the signing of a training contract between PT Pertamina Training and Consulting, or PTC, and Petrofau Namibia, which will be conducted at the Integrated Drilling Training Center, or IDTC, in Indonesia. With Tanzania, PT Pertamina has secured the redistribution of 60% of Wentworth Resources shares in the Mnazi Bay gas block. PT PLN has also entered into a partnership for geothermal energy development with TANESCO and the Tanzania Geothermal Development Company, or TGDC, with a development target of 225 MW in Natron, Luhoy, and Ngozi. Talking about business, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Pahala Mansuri said,
kita juga akan bisa meningkatkan kontak antara para pelaku bisnis di Indonesia dan negara-negara di Afrika, khususnya dalam hal ini adalah di Afrika Selatan. Dengan hal tersebut, ya seperti yang kita lihat saat ini kan, tanpa kontak dari para pelaku bisnis kan susah kita untuk bisa meningkatkan adanya kerjasama ekonomi yang konkret sifatnya, ya kan, karena kan kalau ada terbatas lama untuk bisa melakukan perjalanan dan sebagainya. Nah, ini yang juga kita harapkan bahwa dengan kemudahan orang Indonesia untuk bisa melihat dan juga membangun kerjasama ekonomi dan kerjasama bisnis dengan negara-negara yang ada di Afrika, termasuk juga di Afrika Selatan, ini juga akan membuka kesempatan untuk bisa memperdalam hubungan bisnis antara Indonesia dengan Afrika, dan memang khususnya di 4 sektor yang kemarin juga dalam kesempatan press briefing juga sudah pernah kami sampaikan. Sektor lain, Pak?
The Director of Africa, Directorate General of Asia, Pacific and Africa at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Dewi Justisia Mediawati, added that besides agreements between Indonesia and African countries, the second Indonesia-African Forum also served as a forum to facilitate agreements between African countries. One such example is the cooperation commitment between Mozambique and South Africa through a Memorandum of Understanding between Buzi Hydrocarbon Pte Ltd and Guma Africa Group Ltd concerning the exploration of commercialization of EPCC Buzi gas. Yes, Siska, those are the updates on the last day of the second Indonesia-Africa Forum 2024 held in Nusa Dua, Bali. And the last press conference that is held today has just finished. At the press conference, the Ministry of National Development Planning of Indonesia, or Bappenas, delivered several results, and one of which is the aircraft purchase, where Congo buys 5 units of N219 aircraft from PT Dirgantara Indonesia. The National Development Planning of Indonesia, or Bappenas, held also a South Center in Geneva to research about the exchange rate in trade that is not only based on dollars, but on the currency accepted in the South countries. And Siska, before today, the Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Sandiaga Salahuddin Uno, said that the second Indonesia-Africa Forum 2024 has demonstrated to the world that Africa has become the region of the future. Okay, Siska, that's all what we have for now. It's so great to see you on screen. We hope you are doing fine. We hope everyone's doing fine. Safira Junior from Nusa Dua Bali reporting for TVRI iWorld. Back to you now, Siska.
Thank you so much, Shafira, for giving us the highlights of the last day of IAF 2024. And since it is the last day, let me also wish you to enjoy your time, the remaining of your time in Bali, and have a safe trip home, and hope to see you back soon in Jakarta. Thank you, Vira. And we'll now take a short break, but we'll return with more news. So stay tuned to Focus Today.